usual source of inspiration I've ever had for a song. I think about conversations that I have. I think about, growing up. I think about love. I think about girls. I'm sorry, I can't think of anyone unusual. But that is a cool question because now like I have to keep my mind open to be inspired by unusual. The title of the album, Stubborn. I came up with the title when I made the song Stubborn, right? And if you listen to the song Stubborn, it basically says a lot about my life, but on a surface level. It doesn't have as much details, right? But it is basically telling you that I have fought so many situations to get to where I am, right? And then the album now expands on that further. Like when you listen to songs like History, Street Affair, and Osha Proper, you hear like details of these experiences that I just touched on lightly in Stubborn itself. So when I made Stubborn, I got the inspiration of like just making my next body of work about resilience, like just telling people all I had to go through to get here. So yeah, that's what basically inspired this. I feel like Stubborn, how do I see it fits into the current landscape of music? I don't know. I feel like it's just different. It's new to the point where I don't even know where it fits. Like I'm still gauging the reaction. But what I know is like the people who love it, and it's been able to show my authentic self, like who I truly am as an artist, and that's the impact that I hope it makes, that when people listen to creations that are similar, they will be able to identify that Stubborn is the root of doing something like this, right? Because I think like one of the I feel like the strongest thing about it, apart from like the melodies, the songwriting and the production, is the way I've been able to interpret Afrobeat in a very different form that is like is new but it's still familiar, right? So that's when this is replicated, I just hope that everybody is able to point to Stubborn as the foundation. So on History, what I actually mean about the line is nobody calculates my baby. It's like History is like gist. If you listen to it, it's like should you be there when it opens? It's like you're talking to somebody, right? And it's like I'm telling you these experiences, but don't even try to imagine it. Like don't try to think about them vividly, because like we go to think of, if you think about how much we went through to be here, like it's a lot. So don't think about it, don't calculate. That's what I'm basically saying. If you calculate it, you get like it's just an expression. Like don't think about it, just listen. Just know that at some point in time, like I did this, I did that, Obolo the Bon Cigar, like you can say that whole gist vibes, but don't even think about it, as I'm telling you. The whole thing as a body of work is very significant to me because this is the first time I've had the opportunity to properly introduce myself to people who love my music. To just basically saying this is what Victoni is about, so that significance of introduction, right? Or just showcasing like my true ability as an artist, right? But if I must mention one song, I would say Street Affair, because I don't think I've ever hit that level of vulnerability in any of my songs, being very detailed with everything happening, to me at the time. History is another very significant record because that also, has so many details in it.